In the beginning, the Garden of Eden was more than a place. It was an eternal balance, light and soil, wind and water, peace and purpose. Every leaf carried a whisper of harmony, every breeze a hint of divine rhythm. When Adam and Eve walked among its trees, the world itself seemed to breathe with them. The rivers shimmered like liquid glass, the fruit glowed with color beyond human imagination, and silence was not absence but presence, the quiet hum of creation's heart. But after the moment, the choice that broke the stillness, everything changed. When the forbidden fruit was taken, the garden did not simply vanish, it recoiled. The air grew heavier, as though the ground itself had felt betrayal. The light dimmed not into darkness but into distance, as if Eden had decided to hide from its own reflection. Adam and Eve stood trembling, their breath loud in the space between two worlds, the one that had been given and the one they had chosen. When they were sent away, the gate did not close like a door, it folded. The entrance shimmered into a thin veil of fire, guarded by something ancient, something that could not be seen, only felt. The garden was not destroyed. It withdrew, pulled back into a higher layer of the earth, invisible to those who no longer belonged. The angel's sword was not a weapon of flame, but a boundary of purity, a reminder that paradise was not lost, only locked. Centuries passed, rain fell, mountains shifted, oceans roared and quieted. But beneath those changes, Eden slept. Its rivers still ran, though unseen. Its trees still bloomed, though untouched by mortal hand. Time outside moved forward, but inside, it stood still. The garden became a myth, a memory, a question whispered in every language. Where did paradise go? In ancient texts, fragments remain. Stories told by those who claimed dreams of the old world. They spoke of nights when the air shimmered with the scent of flowers not found anywhere on earth. Shepherds in Mesopotamia, travelers in deserts, monks in distant mountains, all claimed to have glimpsed something golden through the mist at dawn. Some said Eden lay beyond the Euphrates, hidden by divine light. Others said it rose to another dimension entirely, where spirit and earth overlapped. A few believed it sank into the heart of the planet, sealed away by the Creator's will until humankind learned to live without pride. The truth, perhaps, is more subtle. Eden did not disappear. Humanity did. When innocence was replaced by understanding, when harmony gave way to desire, the vibration of the world changed. The garden still exists, but it exists on a frequency unreachable by eyes that see with greed or fear. The first humans lost the resonance. They could no longer feel the rhythm of paradise in their breath. To return was not about direction, but about transformation. After Adam and Eve left, they looked back once, just once. What they saw was not a gate, but light dissolving into mist. They carried that vision for the rest of their lives. Each seed they planted, each tear they shed, carried traces of that lost perfection. The earth itself became a faint echo of Eden, a place where beauty and pain coexisted, where every blossom was a reminder of what had been, and every thorn a reminder of what had been lost. As centuries became millennia, the story of Eden became allegory. Scholars debated its location. Mystics saw it as a state of being. Science dismissed it as myth, yet even in the most rational minds lingered a question too persistent to silence. Why does every heart still long for paradise? The answer may be simple, because somewhere deep within human memory lies the echo of that first garden, and every act of creation, kindness, or love is an attempt to return. In the hidden realm where Eden still breathes, the tree of knowledge stands beside the tree of life once more. The fruit of knowledge remains untouched but not forbidden. It waits for those who can see without hunger. The angel at the gate still guards the way, though its sword no longer burns with wrath. It burns with truth, a light that reveals and humbles. Only the pure in spirit can pass. Not those without sin, but those without deception. If one could walk there now, they would find no sign of Adam or Eve, yet their essence lingers. The soil remembers their footsteps, the rivers their reflection. In the cool air, one could almost hear their last words before leaving. A mixture of sorrow and understanding. They knew that exile was not punishment, but preparation. Humanity needed to wander to understand the weight of freedom. And so, the garden waits. It waits not for a savior, not for redemption, but for remembrance. For the day when human hearts beat once more in rhythm with creation. When the noise of ambition fades and silence becomes sacred again. On that day, the veil will lift, not outwardly, but inwardly. The earth will not change, but our eyes will. The same trees, the same rivers, will glow with the light that was always there. Until then, Eden remains the unseen soul of the world. A heartbeat beneath the soil, a memory in the wind, a promise hidden in every dawn. What truly happened to the Garden of Eden after Adam and Eve is not the story of a lost place, but of a waiting one. Paradise was never destroyed. It simply stepped aside, waiting for humanity to remember how to walk in harmony again. And perhaps when the final breath of war and greed fades from the earth, when love becomes more natural than fear, the gates will unfold, not as fire this time, but as light. The garden will return, not to a place, but to a people ready to see it. And in that moment, the story that began with exile will end with awakening. The same soil, the same stars, the same divine whisper, restored, not recreated, because Eden never truly left. It is we who are on our way back home.